Hi and welcome back to the channel. Now, camera manufacturers are not exactly subtle. They love to shout about the latest models, firmware updates, breaking technology and pretty much anything else they can think of. When Sony launched the A7R IV back at the end of 2019, the fact that it was the world's first 35mm full frame 61 megapixel camera with 567 phase detection autofocus points and full autofocus tracking for up to 10 frames per second, that was all they could talk about, and have continued to do so ever since, with the A7R IV being one of their flagship models, along with the more recent A7S III and the plainly ridiculous £6,500 A1. So why is it that 2 months ago Sony actually updated and upgraded both the A7R IV and its predecessor, the A7R III, with only a tiny press release and no fanfare whatsoever? And more importantly, what did they actually change and why? So firstly, the changes to both models are exactly the same. The LCD screen has been upgraded from 1.44 million dots to just under 2.4 million, which has led to a loss of 10 shots per battery when using the screen. There's also a cosmetic change, which is, with the new screen, the Sony logo at the bottom has now disappeared, and both models now support USB 3.2. And that's it. Those are the only changes. Now, in terms of why there was no fanfare at Sony actually upgrading one of the biggest weaknesses of the A7R IV, personally I think it's down to the pandemic. Parts have been harder to get hold of, and so if they had an abundance of high resolution screens and struggled to get hold of the original ones, why not make the most of it? To be honest, the only reason why I've actually even looked into this is because of this. I've literally just bought an A7R IV, and when ordering it, I was told that it would be an A7R IV that was coming, which led to a lot of confusion and a lot of time spent online looking up what on earth an A7R IV is. As you can see, the Sony logo has gone at the bottom. We have got that much better screen. To be fair, I've only turned it on once and then I plugged it straight into charge. It literally came in the post this morning. But yeah, I didn't even know that an A7R IV was a thing. And the fact that they've done it for the A7R III as well, which is a camera that's years old now, makes me think that it must be down to not being able to get hold of the original screens that were on these cameras. But let me know what you think. I mean, it makes sense. Yesterday, Sony were meant to be announcing a new camera, and that announcement got pushed back and they don't have a date yet for when the new announcement's going to be, and apparently, reading online, that's down to a shortage of chips. So it makes sense that if parts are hard to get hold of, but you've got a load that are already stockpiled from another model, put them on and you can still sell the cameras. Obviously, they have to name it the A because it is different to the A7R IV. But let me know what you think. Let me know down in the comments below. Do you think that this is because of parts? Do you think that they're just trying to keep one of their flagship models more up to date with the competition without having to bring out a whole new model? That's a nice easy way to make the A7R IV a more attractive camera with that much better screen. Let me know what you think. Like this video if you have done, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.